You want to know what's hot this summer? Then put down the remote control. We've got Nintendo PowerPod, virtual reality, and little fighting robots. They're so cute. I'm Phil in Toronto.
Hi, I'm Jamie in Elliott. iWorks Entertainment.
I'm Nick in New York. We've got theme parks, roller coaster rides, and more cotton candy than even Matter Eater Lad could handle this time on the anti-gravity room.
The Nintendo PowerPod, located at Ontario Place, right near that giant golf ball we call the Cinesphere, is somewhere to go in Toronto if you want free games and the chance to meet 500,000 people.
Okay, Ron, for our audience, could you introduce yourself?
I'm Ron Bertram, the Director of Communications for Nintendo of Canada.
And where are we right now?
We're at Ontario Place, the Nintendo PowerPod, one of our 3 exhibits across the country.
Now, exactly what is the PowerPod?
PowerPod's where you can play the latest, the greatest, the most awesome games. You gotta come in and see it.
Okay. Woo-hoo-hoo! Now, how many games are there around here? I mean, I know you were starting to tell me, but exactly how many?
We've got 60. In this facility here, we've got 60 different games.
On all different hardware, Nintendo hardware.
Yeah, on all different hardware. What we're seeing right now is all the Super NES games.
Right.
And this is our sports area that you see. And over here we have some adventure games. And back over there we have Game Boy games. And then we have Virtual Boy. So we've got it all.
Now, what do you find is the most popular game that all these guys are playing when they come around?
Well, the most popular game right now is Nintendo 64.
Okay, who came up with the idea for the PowerPod here?
Well, actually I did. We were looking. Yeah, you're talking to the creator.
You're the man.
I'm the guy.
Because I know there's a PowerPod here as well as in Quebec and Vancouver.
That's
is that
right. Yeah, that's right. The idea was we wanted a place that kids could play in the summer that'd be really fun.
What factors did you want to take into consideration when you built this place? Like, what did you want to have?
We wanted to make it fun.
Okay.
We wanted to make it cool.
Right.
We wanted to make it not like an arcade, completely different. Because the difference between this place and an arcade is you can own everything you see in here. Everything you see is what you could have at your home.
Now, do you get actually like advanced games here, like before anyone else? Do you get to test new games?
Yes, we do.
Really?
Yeah, we get games about 30 days before they're released. So they're in final form, but they're before they go to the stores.
Wow.
Okay, you're in New York. You got friends over. Where do you take them to have fun?
To Coney Island, of course, because everyone loves a two-headed baby. Now, leaving the topic of genetic mutation aside, we checked out the biggest gaming con in North America, the Gen Con.
Gen Con's been around for 28 years now. It gets bigger every single year. It started out in a man's house with 10 friends, and now it's grown to a 30,000 people extravaganza. TSR sponsors and does Gen Con, and we, of course, have the largest area.
TSR is the world's largest manufacturer of role-playing games, and we're best known for the Dungeons & Dragons games. Some of the highlights of this year's show, in addition to the Star Trek guest, the Star Wars guest, and some of the sci-fi guests, are that we have a huge Japanese animation festival going on. We have a huge art show that's probably one of the largest fantasy art shows in the United States. We have some of the biggest game tournaments that have ever been held.
It's where you gotta be if you're doing role-playing games.
A role-playing game is a let's pretend. When you're little, you play cops and robbers, you play cowboys and Indians. All a role-playing game is cowboys and Indians with written down rules.
Games are developed by us in a bizarre, intricate science and art process that's it's different every time we do it.
A lot of the games aren't so much competing with each other because they're different niches. You know, if you're into swords and spells, you've got that niche. Or if you're into stormtroopers, you've got that niche. Or if you're into comics, you've got this niche.
Next year, we've got an interesting science fiction role-playing game that we can't even talk about here. It's so exciting and secret. Alternity is the name of this game, and it's going to be the most exciting thing to come out in '97.
We've all been on rides at theme parks, right? Did you ever want to know what someone looks like on a ride? We did. And this week's anti-gravitational poll question is, can you show us your best roller coaster face?
Fellow Techonautics, I'm Nick Underwater with Comicopia, my weekly opportunity for a big lawsuit reviewing comics. Well, we're looking at fun and games this week, so first up is the comic version of a video game classic, Sonic the Hedgehog number 40. If you haven't heard of Sonic, he's a super fast hedgehog who finds himself once again going up against the evil Dr. Robotnik, a crazy scientist who is trying to turn all animals into cyborgs that will eventually band together and take over the world. Unfortunately, plots like this never seem to work when you're published under the Archie label. All in all, Sonic is a cool comic, and if you've spent as many hours on your Genesis with Sonic as I have, it really lets you follow the story of the characters. The art has a very Archie feel to it, which is cool, but it would be really great to see Sonic done in an anime style, since that's how he was created. This is a fun read, so I give it 3 out of 5 Gs on the anti-gravity scale. Next, if your tastes are more violent, and we all know mine are, we have the comic adaptation of the video game that made Fulgore a household name, Killer Instinct Special number 3. This is a cool book that further explores the world of Killer Instinct, the all-too-new story of a group of fighters brought together to, fight. But seriously, this is one of the better video game to comic translations. Each character has their own motivation for fighting in the tournament, whether they want to find a cure for their werewolfism or they just want their mommy. The story is pretty good, although there are, count 'em, 2 plot lines of, "You can't fight me, I'm your brother." The art is okay, but again, it would be cool to see the comic done in the style that the game was created, in this case, 3D. Even if you're not a fan of the game, you still have a pretty good time with this book. I give it 2.9 out of 5 Gs on the anti-gravity scale. Lastly, on this gamey day of fun, we have Superboy and the Ravers number 1. Okay, the concept for this book is pretty simple. Superboy finds a top-secret project that is actually a big party. There's one catch, though. He can't seem to understand anything they say until a mystery man comes along and tags his hand with a special translator. He also gets his free drinks at the bar. The tale ends with a big brawl that leaves you with a cliffhanger to make you bite down on your bifocals until the next issue. The art is classic Superbook drawing, which is cool to get a familiar feeling in a new book. Well, if your parents won't let you go to a real party, this is the next best thing, so I give it 3.5 out of 5 Gs on the anti-gravity scale. Well, since you're dragging me down, I guess that's it for Comicopia.
Virtual reality, fighting robots, and a bunch of commercials up next.
The Anti-Gravity Room is brought to you by Nintendo. Remember, whenever you play it loud.
Wing, and he's telling me about the Ultra 64's version of Super Mario. So I wouldn't call this a platform game anymore, would you?
No, I wouldn't. It's a totally new three-dimensional game like I've never seen before.
Now, what would you say is the big thing with this? Like, what sets it apart from everything?
This game is huge. There's so much to do in this game. There's so much to see. See, there's always little secrets everywhere.
Right?
Yeah, you just have to look for them. There's a hole down there, and just slide down it. You talk to a penguin. She wants to race with you down the slide.
Okay, let's
see if
go,
you can beat her.
Brother. Get out of there.
No, don't slide off.
Oh. Yeah, yo, whoa. Now let's get let's get to the controller. That's an amazing piece of work.
Yeah, this is totally revolutionary.
Look at
It's
this.
an analog 3D joystick controller. This thing here, it makes you, the harder you press, the faster Mario goes.
So it's like a sensitive thing. If I move it slight, he'll
That's
walk.
right.
If I move it even further, he'll jog. And if I crank it, he'll run.
That's exactly right, Phil. You no longer have a two-dimensional game. This is a totally three-dimensional
Oh, check out
experience.
Mario. I mean,
Well, Mario's sleeping there because he's not moving.
he's not
but
moving, but look at him go.
There he goes. Yeah,
This
you can
isn't
do all
like,
those kind of
it's
things.
not like a regular platform game anymore.
No, it's not. It's a totally three-dimensional game. You can walk up here. You can go there. There's the castle which you go in.
Show it off, Ron. Show it off.
You know what? I'm not the greatest player. And talking and playing is not my greatest skill. Like chewing gum and playing.
No, but just by looking at this, look at that.
Yeah,
That's
you can
incredible.
see the totally three-dimensional play.
And then we change camera angles.
Right, and these 4 buttons here change your camera angles. You can zoom in, zoom out. We showed it at E3 in Los Angeles in
Which
May.
was the big convention.
Which is our big convention. It's like our Christmas in July. When we showed it, all the developers who are making other games went, whoa, we got to go back to the drawing board because this is the standard which all games will be judged.
So how would you rate this game?
Oh, this is, I think this is off the scale for me, really. This is a great game.
I think Wing gives it 5 G's out of 5 on the anti-gravity scale because it's such a hot piece of work out of a game. Woo-wee.
Reality is subjective. Virtual reality is therefore the topic of our next segment.
My name is Daniel Kaplan. I'm an international sales representative for Vivid Group. Virtual reality is really taking off in a number of countries, and our applications are coming along incredibly quickly to keep up with the demand that's been put on the entertainment industry. We feel the future of VR is moving away from head mounts and other peripherals and moving towards unencumbered VR, where by using your body or by using the motion of your body, you can maneuver yourself through the worlds. The game being played right now is Turbo Courier. Your video image is taken and put directly into the game. And you're a courier in a futuristic city. You're trying to collect these small packages, again, by moving your body to the left, the right, the up and down, and avoiding the traffic, which is trying to stop you from doing just that.
This is Sharkbait, the dive-in movie.
In this game, you, again, use your body to maneuver yourself through this underwater world, trying to avoid the electric eels and sharks, and befriending the dolphins in an attempt to capture the small crystals that have been trapped under the water for years. In our hockey application, you're pitted against the best of the NHL in an attempt to save the day and the game. It may look easy, but don't let it kid you. These guys are seasoned pros.
What show about theme parks and computer games would be complete without a segment about low-fat dairy goods?
Don't move, because we got fighting robots and all the low-fat frozen yogurt you can eat.
Seen a rash of these lately. TMK. TMK? Too much Kirby.
Think you can't get too much of a good thing? Try new Kirby Superstar. It's full-blown Kirby, inflated with 8 Kirby games, loaded with 23 Kirby enemies, bulging with new Kirby powers.
Get him into observation.
New Kirby Superstar, only on SNES. Can your system handle it?
Remember the show Transformers, where giant robots would fight over the fate of the entire universe? Well, Robot Wars is kind of like that, only on a smaller scale, and it takes place in San Francisco rather than Cybertron.
At Robot Wars, it's just mayhem and destruction. It's 2 days of constant robot carnage. If you're into that, you'll like it. Robot Wars is,
competitive event that features radio-controlled robots in combat. There are 4 weight classes ranging from 5 pounds to 165 pounds heavyweights. And there are a few legged entries that are up to 215 pounds. There are 2 different categories of games. There's face-off, which is one-on-one, basically like, say, boxing, and melee, which is kind of a demolition derby with groups of robots that compete together all at once in their own weight class. Safety-wise, there are no explosives, no flames, no projectiles, no untethered projectiles. And to keep it fun, we don't allow electronic weaponry, which would result in everybody making their robots into rubber slugs. And there's no liquids or foam or other things like that that would make the arena real soupy.
It's like show and tell. Everyone brings a little creation that they made.
The idea is to immobilize your opponent, either by sawing him up or puncturing him or somehow disabling him. What I'm doing here is flipping him over, a little bit less violent, but I'm hoping more effective.
This is our most salient feature. That's why we're called Dragon Wagon. This is our other most important feature, fighting jaws.
An old harpoon theory. Nothing high-tech, just see if you can poke the heck out of them.
The idea here is to get underneath the other robot with my blades here and flip him over.
Mickey will be driving. He'll be the captain. You'll probably get wiped out the first round, but heck, that's what it's all about.
People spend months or years building these fabulous creations so that other people can try to destroy them.
There's a number of obstacles that the robots have to overcome. The tennis traps, these devices that you see here on the floor, spring out from the wall to try to capture the robots. We also have big flippers that come out from the wall and sweep back and forth to try to knock over or disable the other robots. You also have to overcome the pendulum that swings back and forth through the melee, so to speak.
In the battle, that's when your adrenaline really starts pumping. Competing is, it's just an unbelievable rush.
Speaking of Sega, which we weren't, but we are now, Phil went to San Francisco to check out their new stuff.
Oh yes, I'm in San Francisco, home of the famous San Francisco cable car. Haight-Ashbury, Daddy-O. The Rock, Alcatraz. And Sega of America, where they invited us down to check out all the new fall games. I'm supposed to look for this cool chick by the name of Angela. Sega of America, please hold. Sega of America, please hold. Sega of America, please hold. Okay, Angela from Sega America, how are you?
Good, how are you? Welcome.
Thank you very much. Thanks for bringing me out.
No problem.
Now, what's with the Army fatigues?
Well, it's Operation Revolution, full-fledged Sega warfare.
And I'm about to be drafted.
You are about to be drafted.
Okay, let's talk about the hot news Sega game titles you guys have coming out for the fall.
Great.
So what's the first one we want to talk about?
How about World Series Baseball 2? One of my favorites. World Series 2 has 28 stadiums, 28 real players and real teams, and tons of new announcements.
And I can do all this stuff. I can trade players?
You may.
I can play like a season with all my buddies?
Absolutely.
I can create myself as well. Like, could I create a player and make it me?
Babe Ruth even.
I could be Babe Ruth.
You could.
Now this is the game, I gotta tell you, I was on the plane on the way over here, told this kid I was going to Sega, and check out the new Sega games. He goes, nice, man, nice. It's gonna be amazing. It has this anime character, virtual flying, has a brand new peripheral, man, its own controller, bro.
It's 3D action like you've never seen before on Saturn. Sega Saturn's Night is created by Yuji Naka, who created Sonic the Hedgehog.
Coolest thing about this, though, is
3D analog controller. This is the newest, the hottest. It's bundled with nice.
And you can use this controller with just this game?
You can use this controller with the game, as well as utilize the D-pad through the digital mode and play any game that you formally have in your library.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
All right, now Sonic's back, but with the Saturn, and it's called
Sonic Extreme. This This is the blue dude with the attitude going 3D this year.
Really?
Sonic hasn't had a game for 2 years, and this year he's on all 6 platforms. Now Sonic is full 3D. You see all sides of him like nothing you've ever seen before.
You know, it's killing me. Look at this. Woo!
I know, look at the reflections. Look at that character. That boss character is amazing.
They really did a good job with this one.
This is going to be hot for the holidays. It's a must-have.
So it's the first Sonic to make it on the Saturn, actually, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's the first Sonic for the Saturn. It's the first time he's 3D.
They ain't gonna leave you alone. Some red-eyed devil's gonna make his bones snap.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Are you scared?
No, I'm just kidding. I love it. It looks amazing. What is that?
Oh, this is an amazing title we have coming out for the Saturn this fall. I mean, probably in time for Halloween. What do you think?
I can't believe what happened to Ralph Macchio.
Hey, that's Ronnie Montrose, live guitar, interactive music all over the place.
Wow. So this title's due out for when exactly?
Around Halloween in September or October.
What a great launch that'll be.
Absolutely.
Mr. Bones, interactive music, live action acting. You gotta check it out. Mailbag up next.
Check in to the Dominion, the home of science fiction on the web. Welcome to the Edge.
Daniel Hubert writes, are you ever going to have a segment on the advancement of robots? Well, we saw robots smashing each other to pieces today. And you're telling me that they can serve a better purpose? You probably want them doing jobs that are too dangerous for humans, like mining, space travel, and watching Three's Company reruns.
Dan asks, what's your opinion on the whole Onslaught thing? Well, I think the Onslaught crossover is pretty cool. Not as involved as the other Marvel crossover, so it's easier to follow. What I think would be really cool is if we found out Onslaught was a clone, and that the real Onslaught was the Scarlet Onslaught.
You can write to us at the Anti-Gravity Room, care of YTV Canada Inc., Station C, Toronto, Canada, M6J 3N1. Or you can email us at antigravity@ytv.ca. Don't forget to check us out on the World Wide Web at www.antigrav.com.
Well, it was a fun day, but we really didn't talk about comics too much, huh, Phil? Phil? Nick? Well, see you next time on the Anti-Gravity Room. Okay, one side now.
It's come out of hiding. It needs a new host, and any human will do. Now the cops are on its trail, and they've got backup from another planet. The Hidden 2, tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, Sci-Fi Saturday. There's no other show like it in the world. An awesome assortment of sci-fi and horror collectibles, and a fantastic array of special guests, all at Worldcon 96, live from planet Earth, tonight at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, Sci-Fi Saturday. Now stay tuned for The Odyssey, coming up next on the Sci-Fi Channel.